channel, everybody. In the last video we traveled from Copenhagen to Stockholm and we had a stopover in Malmö. The stopover gave us a great chance to explore Malmö a bit. Malmö is a really beautiful city right at the edge of the sea and has some pretty unique buildings as well. There were lighthouses that you can visit and as well the turning torso, one of the coolest buildings of Scandinavia. Shortly after, it was time to board the train to Stockholm, which was an intercity express train that you can see right here. The train passes through a lot of countryside and forests on the way to Stockholm, but you can see as well some small towns. And always keep an eye out of the window, as there are pretty amazing lakes and scenery to catch. After about 4.5 hours on the train, we are right now arriving here into Stockholm. I arrived on a pretty gloomy day here in Stockholm, but this will change tomorrow. But now, let's go and explore Stockholm. For my accommodation, I chose the Hotel Helston, which is located right in downtown of Stockholm. It is a decent 4-star hotel, which is located only about 50 minutes walk from the main station. Knowing that you have booked a 4-star hotel, I was a bit disappointed by the food selection at the breakfast buffet. The selection at the breakfast buffet was quite limited and not really presented well, in my opinion. But yeah, it was included, so there's nothing to complain about it, I guess. Right now let's have a look at the breakfast room. You can see the old walls that have been refurbished and put into here. And as well, there's a glass ceiling where you can watch the skies and see some sunlight. But now, let's head into the city of Stockholm. As my mode of transportation, I chose an e-scooter because I think they are quite efficient. You are outdoors and you can travel safe through the city. Welcome now to the shopping district of Stockholm, which is located in the pedestrian zone. As I started early into town, it was pretty calm here. You will find as well lots of restaurants here in this area. For example, this Spanish tapa one here. Right now we are on the way to the old town, the old part of Stockholm, which is located on a small island outside of this pedestrian zone. Good coffee must be a thing here in Stockholm because there are several coffee companies you can choose from. And right now we have gone all the way through this walking passage and we are arriving at the old town of Stockholm. I'm really excited to check it out. Right now, let's head into the old town of Stockholm and check it out. Walking through the streets of the old town here in Stockholm feels like a bit of time traveling to me. The buildings are all well preserved and are all beautiful. Sad to see all those cruise ships tied up here. Due to the COVID situation, there is no sightseeing tour available in the whole of Stockholm at all. Not by ship, not by bus, not by anything. I love cities that have a lot of water in them, like Venice or here in Stockholm, because it calms the city down a bit. From Stockholm's Old Town Island, you have a pretty cool view over to the other parts of Stockholm, as you can see here, with beautiful buildings alongside the water. As sad and tragic a situation for the tourism industry here in Stockholm is for 2020 now, I think a lot of the owners of those boats, they are just renovating them at the moment. As you can see here at the docks, there were a lot of people working on their boats. They were painting or they were repairing them. First little break I took here right beside the docks, watching water. I had a bite to eat and I made plans for the afternoon. Right now let's head over to the island of Djurgården. On the island of Djurgården there is the Vasa Museum located, as well as a lot of hiking trails and nature walks. Taking a walk on this island really calms you down after the stresses of the city. It is really beautiful here. You can see those beautiful buildings all over the place, and it's just a place to relax. It offers you as well a great view over to the other side of Stockholm, where we've been about 20 minutes before. Just randomly walking the trails here on the island of Djurgården brings you to really cool spots like this one here, where you have a pretty cool view over the bay. Right now it's almost lunchtime, so let's head into town and grab a bite to eat. Just walking by the city hall of Stockholm, I found a really nice place for my lunch break, so let's head down there now. This little hidden gem here offers you a great view over the bay on Stockholm, and as well gives you some peace, as you're totally alone here. There's nobody else around you. City Hall itself is a really beautiful and big building, and it's impressive too. So let's head into it and check the inside of it out. Right now, after my short hop over from Stockholm Central Station by my limey scooter, I switch it now to my feet again, as we're now approaching the Vasa Museum. I'm really glad to be able to do it on this kind of weather, so nothing else is ruined. And right now, let's head into the museum and check out what it's like. So, after rounding the whole museum almost twice, because due to construction there are pretty much every access way blocked, and putting up signs is nothing the Swedish are popular for, I guess, because there were no signs at all. After spending a couple of hours visiting the Vasa Museum, the weather has cleared up, and right now I'm exploring a bit more of the island of Djurgården. The island was the former place where the docks for the shipbuilders have been, so you will find a lot of rail tracks as well here, as the goods have been transported from the main station here by trains. As this vlog is turning out to be quite long, I will split it up into two parts. So stay safe for now, and next part is coming next week. Thank you for watching, everyone. My name is Michael. My channel is the Bavarian Globetrotter, which is just me traveling around the world. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do so, just give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more footage of me. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say right now. All the best, stay safe, cheers, see you next time.